It is said that wars are only won upon the anvil of honor.
Others believe victory requires strategy and a mastery of power.
War is deception. A game played best from the shadows.
Only strength and raw power can assure total dominance.
Hey guys, and welcome to another Lore on the Aftermath video. So today we'll be looking at a proposed path for the Scarlet Crusade, or revamp of the Scarlet Crusade, you could also say, by Illusioner himself. Now the page might look a bit different, and I'm just also going to tell you guys that GameRile is now not the official forum for LTA anymore. It's brigandshaven.net, so you know, if you want to post new stuff for LTA, look at new changes, you have to go to Brigandhaven to now find it out. Now, on this page, Illusioner also explains some problems with the current Scarlet Crusade, but we will not look into that. There will be a link in the description down below, which you can go and check them out for yourself and find out the current problems with the Scarlet Crusade. Now we're gonna look at the new proposed stuff, so I guess we can just start, shall we? Scarlet Crusade becomes a researchable faction for Scarlet that allows players to lock themselves as that faction, getting more power. However, they can no longer rejoin Alliance as Arch and Dawn, though the possibility to become Risen still exists as a last hope. I'm suggesting two ways of adding it, as I'm not sure which one is the best. One of them relies on Scarlet having enough power to push one of the Alliance members out of it and later rejoining Alliance, while the other one gives Scarlet less powers because they can rejoin the Alliance regardless of its squad. So suggestion 1. Upon turning Scarlet Crusade, you no longer get Baron Westwind nor the base in Northwind. Sally and the Tearsfall Monastery can't be triggered without Scarlet Crusade. You can't rejoin Alliance if Alliance if no one left, just like it was in 1.26. You can reform into Scarlet Crusade, locking yourself as a solo faction, gaining more power. This path disables the possibility of rejoining the Alliance. Now that's suggestion 1. Suggestion 2. Upon turning into Scarlet Crusade, you no longer get Baron Westwind nor the base in Northwind. Sally White, I think they are actually No, they're a little bit different. Sally Whiteman and Tearsfall Monastery cannot be triggered without Scarlet Crusade. You can rejoin the Alliance after 20 minutes in game, just like it works now as of patch 1.28. Your elite unit will remain Silverhand Paladin. Upon turning into Scarlet Crusade, you will gain a new elite unit, Crimson Legionary. Oh my god, sorry. And I'm sorry, but it's not Scarlet Crusade, it's Scarlet Onslaught. That's my mistake there, sorry. You may no longer train Scarlet Inquisitors. You can reform into Scarlet Onslaught, locking yourself as a solo faction, getting more power. This path disables the possibility of rejoining the Alliance. Now, of course, he did mention a Scarlet Onslaught here, which is of course the path we're going to be looking at. Now, of course, out of the two, the number 2 one, of course, seems to be the one which leads more into Scarlet Crusade, or going more into solo faction, getting more powers and becoming a more suitable solo faction, I guess I could say. So I would maybe go with number 2, because from what I've been reading, it seems kind of cool. So we're going to look at the Scarlet Onslaught path. We're going to read what this will give us, and etc. and etc. You will receive a base in Northwind, Scarlet Onslaught. This base will have to be bigger and stronger. I'm sorry to ask for reterrain, but this is a must. Current Scarlet Onslaught can be easily aimed from the sea and is cramped as hell. It will have 2 CPs with a rather strong income. The base will serve as a new main base for Scarlet Onslaught faction. The base will also serve as an important object for Scarlet Onslaught. Without it, they can no longer train Scarlet Inquisitors, and Reynolds and Abendis becomes unrevivable. Sally and Reynolds are still tied to Tear's hand. That means if Tear's hand falls, but Scarlet Onslaught stands, Reynolds can be revived, but Sally dies for good. Lord Garithos dies in a terrible car accident, so AK, you lose Lord Garithos. He's just gone. Reynold Mograine receives an experience boost, economy boost for the event trigger. Just gonna scroll down. New hero, High General Brigitte Bendis. Her level is based off on Reynolds. New elite unit Crimson Legionary will be the current Crusader elite, but with different skill sets. New caster unit Raven Archon. Archon, I guess I should say it. New ranger unit Scarlet Marksman replaces the current human archer. You can trigger Sally and Tearsfall Monastery after going there with Reynolds. If Frozen Throne / Lich King dies at the hand of the Scarlet Crusade unit, Bendis gains 1 level and plus 10 to Strength, Agility and Intelligence as a reward for dealing with the greatest undead threat. Alternatively, if Scourge and Cult deals the killing blow to Scarlet Onslaught base, Arthas gains 1 level. This is a reward for him dealing with the Scarlet Crusade invading Northrend. New event: build obelisks of Purgatory across the Northrend. Build obelisks of Purgatory across Northrend to strengthen your iron grip over the lands of the undead filth. They will have high HP, a Holy Ground aura, and a new Purgatory aura that gives nearby Scarlet Onslaught units additional X damage when hitting undead units. There will be 4 of them. One will already be built inside the Scarlet Onslaught base, the second before the entrance to the Old Nexus, third in Dragonblight next to the cult's base / Wormer's Temple, and the 4th in Howling Fjord. I just need to take a sip here. Now, I'm very not disappointed, I was about to say disappointed, but afraid, because the Holy Aura, as we have seen in Terzan, can be quite deadly. But then again, they are also a solo path, but I feel Scourge is getting maybe too much pressure with that as well, maybe. So I'm a bit up and down on that one. But the rest seems okay here. The event will be similar to 1.28 Stromgarde Restoration. Once Scarlet Onslaught repairs one of the obelisks, he gets a minor base there to defend against the undead. This event is there to counter the power of the Scourge Frozen Throne and give them a strong hold against the undead when they are fighting underground. Scourge can always interrupt or not allow players to repair them, making an obelisk as an important object in Northrend's battlefield. This will also allows Scarlet Onslaught to rival against Scourge and their superior number of economy. Scourge will no longer have the free Northrend for himself, but someone in there won't be destroyed easily and will hold his crown just like Scourge does while defending the Ice Crown area. Alright, so that's the basic information there. Now we're gonna go into more of the heroes. So of course we're gonna start with the new hero, High General Brigitte Bendis. Brigitte Bendis is the most fervent of all leaders of the Crusade. She hates the undead with a financial loathing and thinks nothing of sacrificing her troops in an effort of eradicating the Walking Dead. Brigitte is the daughter of the previous High General Bendis, an older man who sought to destroy all undead. He passed that mission onto his daughter before he died at the hands of the undead. So we're not going to go into the models and everything here because that's something they can take care of, but he has left some suggestions. So abilities is Armor of Faith, decreases the damage done to a Bendis. The damage can't be lower than X, based on Morgoth's thick skin. Demoralizing Shout decreases the opponent's unit attack based on Howl of Terror. Aura of Seal increases the nearby unit's attack and movement speed. Endurance Aura. R, which is the protection of the heavens, makes every friendly unit around Bendis invulnerable to damage for a short time. Based on Roar, increases the armor by 9999 for a short period of time. Uses current Scarlet Inquisitor's Holy Shield graphic. So she is basically more of a tanky hero, which also works good in the army, which I kind of like. She, you know, there's no real spells here, so she's not that deadly in terms of spells, but she has a lot of passives and all that, which is pretty good. Now, Reynold Mograine is not getting a big change, but he is getting Avatar Flight, increases Reynolds' HP and HP regeneration, and gives him a weak splash damage based on Metamorphosis. Reason: current Reynolds' ultimate is the same as Saidan, making him a rather dull hero. It also makes no sense as Scarlet has Scarlet Inquisitor's Resurrection and those 2 heroes. If you didn't know, current ultimate for Reynold Mograine is Resurrection. Now, Sally Whitemane. which is her W, light chains, shackles an enemy, rooting and damaging and interrupting casting for a short duration based on entangling roots. Reasons: currently Sally's Dispel is almost never used as Scarlet Priests possess the same ability, thus making it quite pointless to spend an ability points into it. Now we're gonna move over to the new designed elite, the Crimson Legionary. The Crimson Legionary is an elite group within the Scarlet Crusade led by Grand Crusader Dathrohan himself. They replace Silverhand Paladins as your new elites. Abilities: Holy Light, we know what that does. Crusader Shield gives nearby friendly units a shield that absorbs 300 magic damage. Scaled Armor decreases incoming damage. The damage can't be lower than X. Smite gives Legionary a chance to hit all nearby opponents for X damage based on Torrent's Pulverize ability and Reincarnation. So the Crusader Shields are already on the new Scarlet Elite in 1.28. I'm not sure if they have Holy Light. And they're becoming also a little bit more tanky with the Scaled Armor and of course an ability to do a little bit more damage while just auto-attacking. So they can be quite dangerous in fact, but of course solo. But then again I can point out some other solo races which deserve some love. Dragonmark. Now it's over to the new caster, which is the Raven Archon. The Scarlet Onslaught, in their desperation for new forces to fight the undead, accepted the Raven Archons in their ranks. Those are the priests that fight undead plague, not always with the Holy Light. They have mastered the dark magic used by the demons to eradicate the undead. Some of them secretly bargained with demons to enhance their abilities. So they will have Mind Flay, curses a target enemy unit, causing it to have a chance to miss on attack, which is basically Banshee's Curse. Blood Frenzy, which is Unholy Frenzy, and Shadow Minion, which is an summons a demonic minion at the location of the enemy unit, binding the creature to serve the holy purpose, auto-casted when Mind Flay is casted. So a nice little new caster for them, of course. Now, of course, we're going to move on to the Scarlet Marksman, which replaces the normal archer the humans have. So the Scarlet Marksman is the basic ranged unit of the Scarlet Crusade, replaces High Elven Archers / Human Archers. Since Scarlet Onslaught is a solo faction, they need a decent ranged unit that will allow them to counter enemy flying units. So Ensnare, which of course can ensnare flying units, and penetrating shots. When the Scarlet Marksman hits an enemy, he severs the enemy armor, decreasing the armor of the enemy unit by X for a short amount of time, based on the Orb of Corruption effect. So, you know, they are going to probably need a good ranged unit when they're going to be fighting off against the Scourge, because of the flying squad they have is quite powerful. And if Scarlet Onslaught happens, maybe later on in the game when the Lich King already has arrived, then, you know, Cindergosa as well. Yeah, it is Cindergosa. So, that is basically the path. There are some other important issues of the Scarlet Crusade, which I will not go into, but this is basically the path. Getting a new stronghold in Northrend, which will be their main base, and it will become stronger and bigger, and they will become a more threat to the Scourge, since their main base will be there, and they have the possibility to become quite dangerous. Now, this is the end of this video, and of course the link to this path or discussion will be in the description down below. And of course you can read more about the current problems of the Scarlet Crusade also in this post, and some other issues with Scarlet Crusade in the first place. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time guys, bye bye.